What's happening, YouTube? Forrest here, CichlidMan09. We're going to give you guys a real quick fish room feeding today. Something quick, easy, get you in, get you out for our fish room update for the week. Because 20-minute videos, I'm sure you guys are getting tired of big, long videos. So we're going to try and make this just a few minutes. Simple. We're going to feed everybody some Southern Delight foods. If you didn't know, maybe you're a new subscriber and whatnot. Southern Delight's the stuff that I use. Fantastic stuff. You can get it from the boys over at Aquatic Support Systems. Mike and Conway can hook it up. Gonna be feeding basically everything here. Yeah, we'll feed everything at least once. One will actually feed 2 times. But enough talking. You guys don't want to hear me talk. Let's just feed the fish. Who should we start with? Should we start with, how do I usually start this when I do my own feedings? Let's start with our Gorillaz Blacks. Southern Delight small cichlid food. Got my entry area all opened up. Shake some down in there. You can see these guys just go absolutely insane. Putting on some size. Check out that guy right there. Probably, I don't know, a solid 2 inches, if not a little bit larger. That guy right there is getting nice size too. Getting a very, very, very consistent growth rate out of these guys. Definitely feeding them quite a bit. They're all nice and fat. There's another beautiful one right there. Gorgeous. I love it when they get into this feeding mode. Their coloration intensifies. Looking fantastic. Like I said, very even growth rate. This is the stuff that they've been getting basically exclusively since they hit probably about 1.5 inches. Because of course you can't feed food when it's too big for your fish, but once they got to the size that they can eat it, they've just been down on the stuff and growing insanely quick. That growth pellet in there paired with that colored pellet is getting just basically, like it says, some growth and some fantastic coloration for fish so young and so small. Absolutely fantastic. And they'll peck and pick at that stuff. But like I said, I don't want to make this too crazy long. We'll move on to the Rivulatus tank with the green tears. Also getting some small cichlid food. Want to get these guys transitioned over to veggie. Whoa! Forgot to mention, cut myself out. Hunter reminded me, this guy right here reminded me to let YouTube know, to let you guys know that there's a new link in the description below, and that is to a CichlidMan09 Facebook page. Somebody wants some attention. Go Hawks, by the way. Go Hawks. 1 win, 49ers loss. Lock up that #1 seed. Home field advantage. Suck it, NFC. Just wanted to let you guys know, CichlidMan09 Facebook page. Kind of follow my hobby between the lines of the videos. I'll post little phone videos from my iPhone. You know, I can post my pictures onto there. Take some pretty decent pictures of my fish. But that'll be a good place to share that with you guys. I think we're over 80-something likes right now. Let's get that to as many as we possibly can. Go over, like the page. But other than that, I don't got anything else to say to you. Let's get back to what I was saying before. Probably feeding some sort of a fish. Nothing else other than... Hunter, you got anything? Go Hawks! Krill, Southern Delight, but they seem a little hesitant. They just really like this stuff, so I'm just sticking with it until they probably get a little bit larger. The females, because I've got the 2 females in here, they're still probably a little bit too small for the veggie krill anyways, so not really worth throwing it in there for 1 out of the 3 fish, because the male can eat it and he does fine, but it's not worth throwing it in there if the females aren't going to eat it. So they'll stick with the small cichlid for a little bit longer, probably another month, and then we'll get them switched over to some veggie krill. That stuff. We're going to take our nano krill right here, feed that to our Rio Mags. If you guys didn't watch my last video, I'll put a link somewhere on here if you're watching on a computer. Should be that area. My son Hunter, he was in here and he was decorating this tank over here with the F1 Rio Mags. We'll sprinkle some nano krill in there. And they can eat while I talk a little bit. Came in here and he's freaking throwing everything he possibly can find. He was throwing rubber bands in here. He had one of his toys in here. And not 5 seconds after I got done with that video, actually, I came in here and over in that general area. I've got a couple slippers, just a pair of slippers that I wear around the house. Both slippers on top, floating in this tank. You know, it's great that he's wanting to be a part of my hobby, but oh my goodness. Hopefully he doesn't find anything harmful and throws it in one of my tanks. Just means I need to get a lid for this tank. But like I said, nano krill for these guys. Getting low on nano krill. But they're growing very well in here as well. Give these guys like 5 water changes a week. Big giant 80% water changes, massive. Let's see if Mr. Spectabilis wants to come out. We'll get him some veggie krill. I like to use my measuring spoon for veggie krill. That's what veggie krill looks like, by the way. Very dense, probably the densest pellet Southern Delight makes, or at least that I have. And he should come right out and take that stuff. We'll give him a second. This dude's putting on size quick. He is an absolute beast of a specimen. He's probably, I don't know, easily 6 inches now, if not a little bit larger. Munches on this veggie krill like nobody's business. Usually he's a little more voracious of an eater than you can see him right here, but let me zoom in a little bit. Absolutely a stunning fish. Just check that out right there. Oh my goodness. As he retreats back into his pot. This female's back over in that corner. We'll zoom back out. She's back over in that corner hanging out, but he doesn't seem to be too camera friendly right now, so we're not going to waste any time sitting with him. Let's see, who are we going to choose for last? What do you guys think? Rio Mags or Hulk? Hulk seems to be your guys' favorite, so we'll feed the Mags first. Azul and Blondie, they're going to get some large cichlid food. Make sure we get it in the light. There it is. These guys usually get two scoops. They tend to eat at their own leisure. They don't come up and just scarf all this stuff down in one bite. Check out freaking Azul right there. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness. Watch out, Rio Mag World. This guy is coming fast. Really starting to develop into an absolutely stellar fish. You know, I knew he had potential, but now that he's getting to that foot range where he's really starting to put on size, you know, his profile's starting to deepen. He's starting to get thickness to him. Like I said, watch out, because he is progressing quickly. Check how awesome he looks right there. Well, like I said, they kind of just eat at their own leisure. Go up, get a pellet, come down, munch on it. Oh my goodness, look at that shot right there. Just so you know, I see these fish every day, and I still legitimately think these things when I see them. You know, when I'm not just trying to boast my fish up for the videos. When I'm talking to you guys, this is my legitimate feelings on the fish. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. There he goes again. Blondie's back there. She's been a little upset since her last spawn didn't do too great. I think she's trying to pin back any of those ones that are left over. I'm not sure. I mean, they seem to be doing fine. He does come up and nudge her every once in a while, trying to, you know, keep her alert and whatnot. And he's a male, of course, so you know what he wants. But you know, she seems to be doing good as long as the pair bond seems fine. Azul doesn't go over and beat her up. She can do whatever she wants there. She goes to get herself a pellet. Like I said, she's still eating fine. She's doing well. And she just honestly, you know, it's hard to attach personal emotions in humans to fish because it's just kind of seems like a stretch. But you know, if I were to attach a word to how she's, you know, appeared to me, it's a little depressed, and it almost seems like she's grieving a bit. There she goes up again. But maybe I should have saved these guys for last because they're looking incredible, absolutely incredible. Hulk will eat the best for the camera. Look at that guy. I know I said I was going to make this quick. All my videos end up being however long anyways. We'll try and keep it under 10 minutes. Yeah, probably not going to happen. whatever. You guys still end up watching anyways. That shot right there doesn't want to get you to keep a umbie. I don't know what's going to get you to keep an umbie. Check that out right there. No confusion as to where he got his name. Alright, last but not least, the Big Pig Hulk. And we are actually going to skip a food. We're going to skip power feed today. We'll feed some growth to Hulk. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This dude will eat all day. Absolute porker. Looking fantastic though, as usual. Doing big water changes on his tank. Pretty thorough gravel vacs. I actually, when I did my last water change on this tank, you guys can see there's no algae back there, or little. I took my sponge here, and I basically just, you know, cleaned off a whole bunch of cyanobacteria and whatnot off the back panel. And I'm just gonna keep up with large water changes, thorough gravel vacs, and I'm very confident that cyano is just gonna go away. And I can't lose track of this guy right here. Oh my goodness. To think that this guy's only about, I don't know, probably a little over half his size that he's gonna be. In terms of length, in mass, he's probably a quarter of what he's gonna be. But to think of how much progression is still left to go on that guy, pretty cool stuff. Don't really have anything else to show you guys. Like you guys know, I could sit in here and talk for 20 minutes on end about the same stuff every week. And, you know, I always seem to get dragged into doing that, but we're going to try and keep this a little bit shorter. Not a whole lot. We're already at 11 minutes, but there's our shot of Hulk. And that's about all we have for you guys. Fish room update, fish room feeding, whatever you want to call it, complete. If you haven't subscribed to me already, there's a button down there. Click that subscribe button. Click the like button. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm sure I'm going to cut myself off somewhere in this video, because I'm going to do a piece afterward and just splice that in there. I opened up a Facebook page, CichlidMan09. Go ahead and like the page. If you're still watching the video, you might have turned it off by now. Go ahead and go like the page. Basically just going to be following me. Basically like my videos, but, you know, kind of in between stuff. I'll post phone videos and whatnot, some not YouTube quality stuff. Basically just keep you up to date in terms of what's been going on in my fish room. Basically, whatever BS is going on in my head or in my fish room, I'll share it with you guys on there. Anytime I got a video coming up, I might throw some hints out there as far as what's going to be on the video and all that kind of stuff. You know, just some fun stuff to keep you guys updated. If you're bored and want to know what's going on in Forest Fish Room, definitely keep you guys up to date. But that's about it for you guys. Thanks for watching. You know, thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to you for staying to watch this video, because I'm saying this now, but if you're seeing it, you're actually watching it, which I appreciate. And one last shot of Azul, because I honestly cannot get enough footage of this guy right now, just looking incredible. Again, Southern Delight Foods. This is the food I use. I'm sponsored by Aquatic Support Systems. This is the stuff they send me, Mike and Conway. Like I said, if you want to go find some, there's links down in the description. If you want to buy some from those guys, they're your guys to get. I've talked about them in Fast Fact videos. Enough talking.